Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pager YouTube channel. I'm coming from you from my iPhone today, so if the audio is a bit shite, then I do apologise. But after Origin Game 2 with the Blues lost, I said in my video that if it was indeed confirmed, I'd have to talk about it. And I am a Manly fan, and this is my most depressing video of the year. But it's one that I am certainly used to because our boy Turbo Tom Trbojevic has been ruled out for the remainder of the 2023 NRL season. Now look, you guys know me. Usually, I like to write down a few notes, and believe it or not, you know, if you listen to the videos and you think I just talk off the cuff, I actually prepare just a tiny bit. But not this one. I've had one or two beverages of choice after watching the Warriors hump the St. George Illawarra Dragons. But I know you guys have been waiting for this video since the news dropped on Thursday. Well, ever since Origin Game 2, really, because yeah, that Game 2 review is probably the worst I've ever heard. And this one, it might just be even worse than that. But look, I'll try to cover everything. If I don't, then I do not apologise, because this topic, it is one I'm used to, but it's one that I hate talking about. So Turbo Tom Trbojevic. Also, guys, before we get any more into the video, make sure, as always, if you enjoy the video, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Drop a comment down below. Do you think Manly had any chance of finishing inside the top 8 without Turbo Tom Trbojevic? Now, look, it was going to be a push for us to make the 8. I still had us in there. Pre-season, I had us 5th. I probably don't see us finishing higher than that. In saying that, it's another year of what is for Manly, and it's been the story for us. Unfortunately, ever since we've really top-loaded the salary cap since 2019, with Turbo, with DCE, with Jake, all taking up around $3.5 million in the cap. The unfortunate part about that is that you're very reliant on those three players. And unfortunately at this point, and you can disagree with this in the comment section below, but at least in my opinion, Tommy will never, ever get through a full season. I think that is pretty much clear at this point. I mean, even in 2021, when he won the Dally M, he still only played 15 games. So we're never going to see Turbo play 20-plus games. And it's really sad, you know. We were all saying how he wasn't fit or there was something going wrong mentally. And you know what? In the end, it wasn't even his hammy, it was his other pec. Obviously, he did his left pec last year against the Parramatta Eels. This year, he's done a right pec in game state of origin as well. So, Manly, it looks like they're definitely going to get some salary cap relief for that one. Whether we get RTS or not, I'll wait and see. I mean, Seabold, look, Seabold, he's just trying to get us all excited. The stock market for Manly absolutely crashed. So, you know, he's trying to get that RTS rumours going so Manly can actually get some value into the club because, yeah, on and off the field, this just hurts Manly. I mean, it pretty much rules out any chance of us winning the competition. And like I said earlier, it's just another year of what ifs. 2021, where Turbo played 15 games and DC and Jake both had injury-free years, we made the prelim. And I know there was a different rule set, but in 2019, what Desi did in his first year back for Manly was remarkable. I've never seen a team that had to bring Tony Williams in from bush footy to field as an 18th man, just basically for a finals game before. That's how depleted Manly were in that 2019 final series, the game where they were absolutely robbed, quote unquote, from the South Sydney Rabbitohs, where they beat Paul Gallant in his final game. And in 2020, they were 4-2, and they should have been 5-1 if you guys remember that forward pass Tommy actually threw backwards against the Parramatta Eels, where they would have been on top of the ladder. And then Tommy went down. 2021, obviously. And then last year, Manly, it was probably their slowest start. But, I mean, the Pride jersey thing happened. But before that, we were still within the 8. I think we might have been top 6 as well, considering we had a pretty poor start to most people's standards. So it's just so frustrating, man. And I don't want to blame Tommy. Of course, I'm not going to blame Tommy. I don't know whether it's our medical staff or not, because rushing Jake back, rushing Schuster back, and now Tommy, it just sucks. I said to a few of my mates after the game, I think Tom has played his final game of representative footy. I just don't think that he can afford to miss any more games, and hopefully his training load isn't high, because this guy is Manly, unfortunately. And I'd be saying the same with DC, and we're already missing Jake. And look, if you're not a Manly fan, just look at Jake's impact on the Blues. They got smashed in Game 1 of 2022. I mean, we've just been smashed in the first 2 games of this series without him. I mean, we lost last series, but at least in Game 3, we kept it a bit closer than we did at Suncorp this year. So, what's next for Tommy? Look, unfortunately, I think maybe discussions have to begin about a pay cut. In saying that, Manly's playing a dangerous game if they do that, because, well, the West Tigers or Bulldogs or even the Roosters, they're going to offer Tommy 1.5. They're going to offer him that huge deal, and they're going to back their medical staff to get him right. So it's easy for us to sit here and say Turbo should take 700K, because at the end of the day, the market dictates what a player's worth. And in 2021, we're all saying you'd be worth $2 million. We were calling him more influential than Joey. And, that season is probably the best ever from a player. I know Barber had a good year, and I know Hayne had a ridiculous 2009 final series, but throughout a whole year, I know the rules were different, but Turbo was still putting up those stats. Cameron Smith, he didn't put up those stats in 2020. Cleary didn't put up those stats in 2021. Neither did Moses. Neither did Tedesco. Everyone says, Tommy was benefiting from the stats. No one else even came close to him that year. He broke the record. He was averaging 2.3 Dally M points a game. So, yeah, just copy and paste last year's video. So I think discussions have to open. Look, at the end of the day, even if he has to stay on 1.1, we can't let Tommy go. We've got Jakey there. We've got Ben there. That family has grown up on the Northern Beaches. Outside of DCE, they're the backbone of the club. Heck, I don't know why, because he's our captain, but it seems that Trbojevic brothers are a bit more favoured than DCE, especially now that he's a Queenslander kicking the New South Wales Blues ass. So get well soon, Tommy. It's just another shit show. I remember thinking after Parramatta last year, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to wait so long to see Tommy play again. And yeah, I'm about to go through it again. I lost my state and my club season the same night, like I said the other day in the review. So yeah, it was probably not from a quality perspective. Obviously, Queensland were absolutely incredible, but from just the worst I've ever felt, that was 2013 grand final stung, but I think that's the worst I've ever felt after a game of rugby league. Pay me money for me membership, and I pay me money for me jerseys, for the Blues as well. And yeah, it just, it definitely stings, man. It definitely stings. I'm trying to be uplift here, but yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't incredibly upset. Look, can we make the 8? Definitely not. I don't get what Seabold's thinking. I mean, look, we did have the whole Pride jersey thing, but that last 7 or so games we lost, it did coincide with us losing both Jake and Ruben Garrick. And Ruben Garrick, when he went to fullback, was our best player. So, we might as well just let Garrick be that guy, especially if Tom's not going to be here. He's never going to play a full season. I don't think Kyle Weeks is the guy. If he plays against Melbourne, then Melbourne 13+. I don't know what Ruben's done to blow off that number 1 jersey in Seabold's mind, but yeah, I'd be bringing Morgan Harper in. I know he's a meme, but he's been good in cup. Put him at right center next to Sub. They know each other, and yeah, I guess Cherry Evans is gonna have to do what he does as always. And yeah, I can't see Manly making the finals. If we make the top 8, that'll be incredible. In my opinion, we just blood some young guys. But now there's all these reports we're about to let go of Latu Fana, who we've just given about $1 million plus to over the past few years. So, shit time to be a Manly fan. Worst time to be a Blues fan. It sucks to be a fan of both. But, yeah. Get well soon, Tommy Bra. Oh, I'm going to miss ya. Yeah, man. It sucks. We get Jakey back soon. And, yeah, crazy to think that Jakey and Tom might have played their last Origin game 2 years ago. But hopefully I covered everything. If I didn't, then honestly, I don't care, because my pillow is going to be full of tears in a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed me having a bit of a cry today, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're almost at 5K. Leave a comment down below. Where do you see Turbo's future? Is it at Manly? Does he take a pay cut? Does Manly flick him altogether? Let me know. So, do those big 3. Apologies for the audio quality once again, because I don't know what it's like, and I'll wait till I put it into my computer. And yeah, do the big 3, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Friday night.